I want to talk about the book club that is beginning soon on August 6th, right? So it's a 6-month program. So the book is Letting Go, The Pathway to Surrender by David Hawkins. Okay. So David Hawkins, as many of you know, created the map of consciousness, which has the range of emotions from enlightenment to shame. So basically, the map is divided into 3 parts. One is the spiritual paradigm right on top. Then there's the reason and logic in the middle, and the last zone is um, the survival paradigm. So the survival paradigm has all the contracting emotions like anger, fear, sadness, shame, guilt. So these are the emotions that keep us very disconnected from life. Our energy is very, very low here. So we are almost like, just surviving, basically just surviving. And it attracts unfavorable situations, ill health, right? So it's not to be blamed. None of these emotions are to be blamed, but through acceptance and willingness, which is zone 2 in the middle, we move to the higher emotions of peace, love, and compassion. And those are the energies which are pro-life, which will really help us to live a life of peace and harmony. And obviously right on top is the enlightenment, and that is the highest level of energy, and such people are really bring peace and love and light into this world. So this book is a very, very practical book, and it helps us to let go of those emotions which do not serve us. We've tried resisting it, we've tried denying it, but it doesn't go away. So this book has different chapters, including what are the various kinds of emotions, right? He talks about mechanism of letting go. Then there's the anatomy of emotions. Then he talks about the various emotions in the survival paradigm, like apathy, grief, desire, pride, courage, fear, right? And then he goes on to emotions in the higher energy zones like love, peace. And he also talks about reducing stress and illness, the relationship between the mind and the body, and benefits of letting go. And then we have transformation, relationships, achievement of vocational goals, physician, heal thyself, and Q&A. So it has 21 chapters, and the plan of the program is to meet every alternate Sunday, that is twice a month, at 7 a.m. Pacific time. And all of us are going to read 2 chapters beforehand. And then in the meeting, we will actually discuss the key points that all the members felt was beneficial. It will be more like a discussion, a sharing, questions, and all that will be covered. And at the end of the session, we will also have an emotional healing session. Emotional healing with divine love is a method where the emotions are healed in a spiritual manner, not in a therapeutic or mind-based manner. So we will do a group healing session based on this method, right? So the idea is to stay committed to the 21 chapters and work, through the book as a group, and also include the healing. So as you work on the emotional healing with divine love between the sessions, whenever you're triggered, you will be able to use that method to let go of emotions, right? And this will be happening on Zoom. All the sessions will be recorded. I just want to read some quotes from the book. It's a very, very powerful book. The Map of Consciousness has been life-changing for me, because the first time I saw something so graphically displayed, and every time, through my years, I would see, where am I? If I'm feeling, fear, if I'm feeling like bound by desire, then I would see, okay, my energy level is at this point. What can I do? Right? So through acceptance, I would move to higher energies. It is always through love and acceptance that we can transcend. So here are some of the quotes. The crucial point is, by changing ourselves, we change the world. As we become more loving on the inside, healing occurs on the outside. Much like the rising of the sea level lifts all ships, so the radiance of unconditional love within a human heart lifts all of life. The insecure person is fearful and prone to jealousy. clinging, possessiveness, and attachment in relationships, an approach that always brings frustration. The purpose of these feelings is to bind and tightly possess the other to achieve security by preventing loss, and at times to punish the other for our own fear of loss. Again, these emotions tend to bring into manifestation the very thing that we hold in mind. The other person, now feeling pressurized by our energy of dependency and possessiveness, has an inner impulse to run for freedom, to withdraw, to detach, and do the very thing that we fear the most. Right? So whenever we have a huge demand on another person, unconsciously, the other person is running away from us because every person values their freedom, and this kind of demand and expectation is very, very heavy. So that's why I was saying this is a very, very practical book, right? Even though he's an enlightened master, he's written very, very complex books. This was one of his later books, and he's made it as simple as possible and also as practical as possible. I happened to show this to a friend who's not very spiritually inclined. I showed her the map of consciousness, and she was like so impressed. She said, "Wow, this makes sense. You know, this is something I would like to read." Right. So it's that kind of book that which appeals to different kinds of people. Chronic, unrecognized fear and resentment re emerge in our life as depression, which is anger directed towards oneself. If pushed further into unconscious, it can re emerge as psychosomatic illnesses. Migraine headaches, arthritis, and hypertension are frequently cited examples of chronic suppressed anger. The more fear we have on the inside, the more our perception of the world is changed to a fearful, guarded expectancy. To the fearful person, the world is a terrifying place. To the angry person, this world is a chaos of frustration and vexation. To the guilty person, it is a world of temptation and sin, which they see everywhere. What we are holding inside colors our world. So beautiful, right? What we are holding inside colors our world. If we let go of guilt, we will see innocence. However, a guilt ridden person will only see evil. The basic rule is that we focus on what we have repressed. So somehow the world seems to reflect our consciousness. So I often say the story about a sage passing through a village, and he asked one person, "How is this village? You know, I want to stay here for a few days." And the first person, who's obviously in a consciousness of negativity, says, this village is bad. You know, it's just so difficult to find work here. Nobody is friendly, and I really don't like this place. I don't think you should stay here. And then after some time, he meets another person, and he asks the same question: "How is this village?" And this person says, "It's the most beautiful place. People are friendly. They always help me when I need. And you know, uh, I can recommend that you stay in this village." So same village, but two different perspectives. So how is it that two people experience the same world in a different way? It is the level of consciousness, and that's what this book is about. You know, recognizing contracted emotions that are blocking us from living a full life and letting go of those emotions. Do you all have any questions on the book club? If I've missed any details, please remind me. No questions? Okay, Miriam, first two sessions. Okay. Yeah, if in case it is possible, do join our Zoom. I don't know what will be the time zone in, you know, the place you're visiting. And the recordings will also be available. So if it's possible, please do the reading so that you don't miss out when you come in September. When are you back, Miriam? August 20th? Okay. Just on the date of our second session, so maybe we'll miss that. Okay, everyone, if there are no more questions, I will end the session now. I have a few open slots for the Letting Go book club. So if you're interested in joining, please get in touch with me. And if you have any friends who would benefit from this book club, you can pass on the information. It is on my website. Thank you, Lorraine. Wonderful to see all of you, be with all of you. Always so peaceful and nice. Lorraine, are you saying something? It's showing you as typing. Okay, thank you. Yes, I have 2 lives. I'll set up a few more. And I will see you all in the next live session. Same here, Candela. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Have a wonderful day ahead. Namaste. Blessings.